what's up everyone, it's Green Zero and I'm back here once again with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. We have another game here for you today. Let's have a look at the players. We have Somnambulist, he's playing as GDI, he's going to be the green colour, against in Soviet Russia, which is Haru Specs, or is it Hydraulic? Oh man, they both have similar names, I'm pretty sure it's Haru. And he's going to be playing as GDI as well. And he has selected the yellow colour. We are on tournament decision, haven't had a game on decision for a while I don't think. Let's jump straight in because there's nothing much to talk about. No tournaments, no upcoming news or anything like that happening. So yeah, we'll just get straight into this game here. And we have Somnambulist here on the left hand side of decision, placing his power plant down here. Now this is not a randomly random, they're both selected GDI. So it will be a GDI mirror. What can we expect on decision? Well, it's one of those levels where it's really easy to defend your main for most of the game. Well, not most of the game, but the first half of the game. You tend to have longer games on this level because it's harder to rush. Not saying you can't rush, I mean, because there's a lot of opportunity. You can get the towers, you can get the M spike, you can do all sorts of things. There are ways into the base. But if you know what you're doing and you can see it coming, you should be pretty easy to defend. And it looks like Soviet Haru Specs. Should I call him Soviet or Haru? I'm going to call him Haru. Alright, Haru's got this garrison here. Obviously he can get there first. Somnambulist knew he was going to get there first, so he automatically went for that structure. And he's going to take this structure. They're going to fire at each other. Now Haru did dig a foxhole, which tells me that he's got another engineer down here. And he wants this tower. He's getting greedy. I mean, if you're in trouble, you can take the close tower. But you really see that he wants this tower here because it's going to lock this entrance down here a lot better. Whereas if he gets the one over here, that'll still allow Somnambulist to move up into this area here. And what's happening over there? Haru just stepping on the Tiberium. That's very bad for his health. These two guys are going to be shooting each other now. This is another thing that people often do. Somnambulist has double rifles in here. This is to help him DPS down this building faster. And he's actually going to be able to kill the scouts there. And Haru's actually going to de-garrison. Probably doesn't need his foxhole, I guess, since he's got the tower. And he's going to run down there. And Haru's actually firing at the foxhole, trying to get some veterancy for those guys, I think. And there you go. So Somnambulist digs out those scouts and kills them both. He could de-garrison these guys, send one to the fast structure. He could even send one into the enemy base to see what Haru is doing. There is, of course, no rush coming. He's on 3 and 2. Nice movement of the harvester over there to the other refinery. And it looks like Haru is going to move in and he's going to dig another foxhole. Foxhole cooldown is quite long, so he's actually managed to recover that. And yeah, Somnambulist dropping that tower a little bit too late. Nice to drop it behind the structure here because obviously it won't be able to get fired at, and he's going to eventually sell it, so he doesn't want to lose money from the rifleman shooting at it and lowering its value, because that's what happens. We have 3 and 2 here for Somnambulist. He did build a pitbull and he did manage to sneak around this tower. The tower can reach almost all the way. He can sneak a little bit around. Remember, if you select it and actually hold your cursor over here, you can get it to fire a little bit further sometimes. Its max range is a little bit bugged like the watchtower used to be in Tiberium Wars. The watchtower didn't used to shoot at its maximum range, even if it had the range thing here, it still wouldn't shoot out there, but they fixed that. But the towers still seem to have that and they never fixed it, so they can shoot a little bit further if you select them and click on the enemy unit to attack. Somnambulist now is moving in here with his Pitbull Scout, and he's going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to see 6 harvesters. I'd be expecting another ref. Yeah, here it goes. There we go. So he's got 7 and 3. He's got the ratio that you want if you're going triple ref on this level here. And Somnambulist 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got the same as well. And he digs out the... Oh, no, wait. What happened to the rifles? They de-garrisoned. He may have tried to run them away, but it didn't work. Yeah. That's unfortunate for Haru. Lost his scouts there. Could have kept him there a little bit longer. There's now an almost dead foxhole there. He didn't actually DPS down the foxhole. He stopped shooting at it, so he realized perhaps he wanted to keep that there. For some reason, some people's coming out from Haru now, so he's obviously not going to go straight for any kind of tech up or anything there. He does drop his comm center now, so he's continuing to build pitbulls. Somnambulist is also building pitbulls. He's got a barracks down here, obviously wants to put some rockets there. If you put a couple of rocket squads in formation there, they can actually block the pitbulls from coming down. But these pitbulls are already here and they're going to come in and they're going to see rockets. And yeah, Haru's going to pull away straight away because he's like, oh yeah, I don't really want to deal with those rockets. And there are pitbulls here in the field. Like I said, pretty easy to defend this, especially in a GDI mirror. They're both going pitbulls, so obviously Haru is not going to have his base in support. He's not going to have rockets here because they're not fast enough. And he's going to continue to build these units here. He is going for some orcas now, got an upgraded power plant. He's queuing another structure. That could be a tech center. It's taking a long time to build. And he's using the Orca Strike, and he's using these 2 Orcas before he gets 4, and a scan goes down, so it will reveal that he's got Orcas even before the Orca Strike, although Somnambulist can see it. And he is going to try to snipe down a Harvest here, or at least damage it. These rocket squads, there you go, he's got to be in formation over there. He's going to need to pull more because these guys are coming out of here now. Nice work to make sure there was nothing in that refinery. And oh man, Somnambulist, I can't even tell whose peoples are who. They're the yellow and all the destruction and fires making it hard to see whose peoples are who. But one harvester does go down, and a second harvester is probably going to go down here. Oh man, Somnambulist's peoples have kind of evaporated. There's only one remaining. No, there's two there, sorry. And he does save that harvester. That's major. Look how much health that's got. He only lost one harvester. He needs to send that harvester to the other ref, and he needs to do something about that harvester. He's just been shaken a little bit here, and looks like the orc is, oh no, low power. He's got low power, and that's going to cost him that. It was probably going to cost him that anyway, but he is going to kill all the orcas nonetheless. And another harvester is now under attack. A guardian cannon being dropped. Now that's pretty desperate here from Somnambulist. If you drop a guardian cannon, you're pretty desperate to defend out here. He should be able to save that harvester. So he's lost 2 in total. He's down to 5. He hasn't replaced any yet. I'd say get rid of that guardian cannon. It's not going to help him too much more. He's got rocket squads out. He's on the full defense. He has got Stratofighter upgraded, but he's got no tech center. Oh, he was obviously planning to go Firehawks, and obviously Haruspec's messed up his build. And that's going to allow Haru to, yeah, he's taken the Emp Spike. That's going to be major. And he's actually got another engineer. He was obviously going for the other tower, but he thinks he can take the enemy Spike. And he can probably get there. Very risky to just run out there. If Somnambulist spots that, he could intercept. But yeah, oh look at this. Haruspec has teched. He hasn't expanded, so behind all this, he went for his tech. He's got 3 Firehawks up already, and it looks like he's double airfielding Firehawks. He doesn't have any upgrades though. And he's bringing in Bloodhounds. I can't even see them because the radar is in the way there. Where are those Firehawks going? I can't even see them. Where are they? I would expect them to be over here somewhere. What are they going to... If they bomb the commands post, they could prevent this tech center coming down by a Somnambulist, but it's not going to be... it's not going to be there in time if this is a tech center. I can see something happening over there. Some people's getting turned around by the Bloodhounds. And there you go. He actually waited for Stratofighter. Now he's used it. What's he going to bomb? Or he could have taken out the tech center, I reckon. And he bombs between the buildings. And he even has enough bombs to drop another power plant. So comm center and 2 power plants are down, including an upgraded one. So he's only on 1 upgraded power plant. And obviously... he's got low power because of that. He just simply has not got enough power to fund everything. 1 Firehawk up here for Somnambulist. Here's the fancy skins, so they should have like a skull and crossbone, a skull on the wings. There they go, the skull on the wings, yes. Found that out from Dirty Dutch's skins. And Bloodhounds, they're just over here. Obviously Haru had a fair bit of money. He needs to expand. He's going for a Marth. This is a really hardcore 1-base play. And I mean, very common on this map, of course. But players of this caliber would have tended to have expanded by now. But I think he feels... I mean, it's a really good time to expand as well because Somnambulist is really on the defensive. He could easily take an expansion. He's probably just going to Marvis the expansion over here. He could even move his Conyard up here because he has the towers. He didn't take this spike, unfortunately. No, he doesn't have the spike, so he may have lost his engineer at some stage, or it may still be somewhere. I just can't see it. And it's definitely not there. There is a Rifleman squad here from... Oh, there is a Somnambulist Rifleman squad right there. There's only one guy left. He may have focused the engineer down when he ran past. And it looks like Haruspec's his long-range leeching. This is unusual. I'm not sure why he's doing that. He's got 8 Firehawks. Is he going hard points? No, he doesn't have hard points. It is a very expensive and time-consuming upgrade. And obviously you can't build Firehawks from your airfield while you're upgrading it. I don't know what he's doing. He's waiting for something. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. And it looks like Somnambulist. Nice work to spread out the Firehawks. Very easy way to do that is to select them, order them to attack move here, deselect one, order another attack move, deselect one, order another attack move, and deselect and order another attack move. You can actually do that very, very, very quickly in a matter of seconds, and that's going to cause your Firehawks to split up all over the place. We can see a beacon. That's obviously an Orca Strike. Now, this is a trick that Gromage knows about. You order the Orca Strike in, and the Firehawks waste all their ammo on that, and looks like, yeah, Haruspec, he's just chilling there. He's got them all spread out. He may use the scatter move here. He's just holding up. He's got his Marv over here, so obviously he's pretty comfortable. There you go. The Firehawk's wasting a lot of their missiles on him. Is he going to Stratofighter in? I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of missiles got expended then, and these Firehawks are going to be very low on ammo. Here we go. Here come the Firehawks. Do they have bombs or missiles? What have they got on them? I'm not sure what Haruspec has got. He's got bombs. That's why he's... Oh, talk about overkill. He just dropped about 10 bombs on the airfield. He doesn't need that many. He needs, I think, 3 bombs or something to destroy that, or even 2, is it? I really should know how much bombs it takes to destroy an airfield. I don't know why. I always end up overkilling airfields to make sure because they can laser fence them, and I really want to kill it, so I always ensure there's enough bombs to kill it. Marv is out here by Somnambulist. He hasn't expanded either, so super no expansion from neither players here. Haruspec's just leeching here, and he's Marvisting. Is he going for the top? He doesn't have a surveyor or anything. He's actually calling in more Bloodhounds, man. He's just sticking with this. Only lost 2 Firehawks by the looks of it. No hard points. Somnambulist has no Firehawks remaining. They're all either shot down or burned up. And is he going to go back for more? He just doesn't have the money, I don't think. And what's going to happen now? He's got 2 refs here. He could probably sell another one of those. He's obviously trying a long-range leech. And, oh, man, he tried to bomb the moving Conyard. And he almost kills it. There you go, packing up. That was a wasted bomb run, really. He should have waited for it to deploy. He would have had enough missiles or bombs to destroy it, I think, because he had... Well, he only had 6. I'm not sure if that's enough. If he had hard points, yeah, for sure. But he's actually got an enemy Marv here now. And Somnambulist has double rail, 1 rocket, and 1 engineer. And Haruspex just has 1 rail, so that's going to be a really weak Marv against what Somnambulist has. And Peoples come in with the mortar. Is there going to be an attack move? There's the attack move. Emp Blast comes down. And there goes the MCV from Somnambulist. The Peoples actually finish it off with their mortars. That was a nice move there, so the Firehawks are actually paying for themselves now. And Orchestrate comes in, is going to miss by a mile. There are no Firehawks down here. And Haruspex is getting right into this base here. He's got Pitbull mortars, and that's going to be able to destroy structures so fast. The Pitbull mortar, especially in this number, he's got at least a dozen there, maybe more. And the Marv's still shooting each other. Somnambulist might be able to win this fight. He did get emped, but he's moving now, and he's got his rear armor facing at the enemy Marv. And here we go. Yeah, these mortars just dropping all these structures. He can just drop these structures so fast. I'm not sure why he went for the War Factory there. He probably should have gone for the power plant, because Somnambulist cannot replace his power plants, and if he goes low on power, that could just be the end of the game anyway, even if he doesn't have a War Factory there. But he's not going to be able to finish up the other War Factory. He's going to use Firehawks, and I think he's going to come through and win here. Oh man, I thought Somnambulist was going to win this game here because he uploaded it, but no, it looks like he's going to get crushed here. He does have some tanks, he does have some Juggernauts and some scattered infantry. There is a Firehawk here from, what do you call that? What's his name? Haruspex. But, I mean, he could bomb this War Factory and end the game right now. Basically, Somnambulist would just be left with what he's got. And here it comes, and he's just going to send it all on that structure. And he gets it, and he does get a power plant too. Of course, it doesn't matter anymore what he loses. He's got no production, and he can't rebuild anything. He's got no support powers either. His tech center is powered down. Even if it was powered up, he only gets sharpshooter squad from that. I do believe, is that the only power? Yeah, I think that's the only power that you get from your tech center. And it's probably not going to come in much handy. Haruspex, he hasn't expanded all game, man. He leeched this whole field and just marvellous the other two. Very popular in the early days of Kane's Wrath, but I can't believe he hasn't actually attempted to expand at all. And now Somnambulist realizing that obviously he's dead. He's just going to send everything he's got at Haruspex here. Haruspex could just sell off half these reps, half his buildings. He could just sell them all. He's moving his MCV now, and he's got 5 Hawks left. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 structures to destroy. One of them does have a laser field on it. It is a tech center. That's going to require quite a lot of bombs. I wouldn't be surprised if the M control center is getting close to charged as well. And how's he going to defend this, really? He's not selling up any of his base. He doesn't need that War Factory, I don't believe. He's not building anything. He's just building infantry. But he's against AP Ammo Rifleman here, and Somnambulist is actually coming in here. There's the Firehawks. What were they bombing? They took out a ref, and I think that's all he got, maybe. There's another heavily damaged ref there. The enemy Marv is over here. It's at about half health, a little bit below half health, but there's nothing really to stop this army from Somnambulist coming in. He should stop building rocket squads because they're getting milked right out of this barracks here, and those rifles will just rank up on them. These harvesters now have to dock here because there's really nowhere else for them to go, and they will be destroyed. Somnambulist should focus that one down because it's just about dead. It does unload about 50% of its Tiberium, and oh no, there goes one of the airfields. He needs to power up the other airfield and land all of his Firehawks on it. He's got 4 Hawks. It looks like he can still land on them even with power down. Obviously, he's not going to be able to get any repairs, I don't believe. There you go, power's up now, and he's firing at the airfield. Now, he could actually just destroy the Firehawks on the deck. I'm not sure what he's firing at. He just gets hit by the Emp Blast, and he's not firing at... Oh, yes, he's firing the airfield. Oh, no, needs to take off right now. Take off all those guys, and he drops a combat support airfield. That risks desinking the game, by the way, but I don't think the game's going to go long enough for that to happen. And the airfield does go down now. There is a combat support airfield, but obviously that's just going to immediately die because it has almost no armor. And I don't think Haruspex is going to be able to destroy the last structures here. He does get those two. There's one structure remaining here. Where's the Marv? I don't know why it's rolling around over there. He needs to get over here. Oh no, this MCV needs to move, and it needs to move now. He's going to lose the last of his structures. Somnambulist needs to make sure he cleans these structures up right now. If he doesn't clean these structures up, like, obviously he can't just leave these here because that will leave him with some buildings. He's got 4 Firehawks. They can't do anything. They shouldn't be here because they're going to rank up these units if they shoot them down. And I'm not sure what those engineers are doing. There's a zone trooper squad there as well, probably from the... Oh no, is that his minefield? No, that is his minefield. I was going to say he's going to lose his MCV there. Yeah, he's just merely ranking these units up by leaving them here. He should just send his Firehawks to make sure this is the last building. There is a row of rocket squads, by the way. The enemy Marv has no anti-infantry, however. And that's going to be a problem. These Firehawks now are all going to burn up, but the Marv is going to get some experience off of those. Those two engineers are still alive from Haruspex. There you go, he's finally moving those Firehawks. And they will get away. One more may get shot down. Oh, the Marv gets all three. Far out, and he goes veteran. Oh man, splash damage in the air. And those engineers finally getting run over. But where is the MCV for Haruspex? It's all the way over here. This Harvester is trying to shoot it down, but that's going to take its sweet time. And he has got... Oh, where these Pipples come from? He's got Pipples. He's got the Marv coming in. He's going to have to deploy his MCV because obviously these rocket squads are here. He needs to build a structure or something because his force is going to come up here and level it. He should place his structure as far over here as possible. And he will be able to destroy the tech center. I think he's going to be able to get it. And that's going to be the end of Somnambulist. Yes, it is. Oh, man, that was way too close. Haruspex, how did you let that get so close? Somnambulist, though, great idea to realize that he was out of the game and just throw everything in. And he almost won there. Haruspex just managing to make a few crucial decisions at the last second to save himself. I'm surprised he didn't expand at all. That game, very, very interesting. Both sides hardcore one-base play. Obviously, Somnambulist was getting worked over by Haruspex, but Haruspex obviously had superior numbers and tech, but he just didn't expand. He just relied on full leeching. He had a lot of map control. I think, yeah, he probably thought he had the game in the bag, and you really can't think that in games like that, especially against players that just won't give up. He should have expanded at some point in time. I mean, he would have had that a lot easier, but good game from Somnambulist there. He obviously was getting worked over, and Haruspex did get a couple of Harvester kills while expending a lot of units there, but yeah, very interesting. A bit of a MCV run round at the end there, so that got a lot closer than it really should have. 15 minutes, 10 seconds. That wasn't too bad a game. That was interesting. We have 87,129 from Somnambulist and 108,309 from Haruspex. So what do we got? 21,000 in favor of Haruspex in a 15-minute game. That's a little buffer. That's nice. That gets him a decent-sized extra army there. But obviously he had to expend a lot more to get into Somnambulist's base. It was more cost-effective for Somnambulist to defend out those units there. And then of course, because Haruspex was Marvisting a lot of the time and leeching, you can see here, this is where he runs out of his main field and it just stops dead, and then of course he gets Marvists, and then he gets slowly leeching, and that's actually doing better than what Somnambulist had. Somnambulist ran out of his main field about here, you can see. Or did he run out of his main field? Yes, he did run out of his main field, and then he was trying to leech as well. Didn't get to expand. Yeah, the money really hurt him at the end there, and all of his production just got wiped. But yeah, unfortunately running out of buildings there. Nice job with the rocket squads almost to take down Soviet Russia's MCV there, and it would have been so close as well. That army was like right near his MCV, and it was just about to put all the pain on it, but he just managed to drop that tech center. Firehawks doing their job reasonably well. And we can see the units up and down there. Yeah, see Haruspex, he obviously expended more in the attacks. He expended twice as many units, but obviously he hurt the economy. Here you can see the economy's down here from Somnambulist there. And then of course Somnambulist taking up over the top. But he had a lot of infantry as well, where Soviet Russia had a lot of vehicles, and then he went to Firehawk, so his vehicle count was down. And he just got rolled at the end there. You can see he lost all of his Pipples, but he just caused so much damage it didn't really matter. I guess he thought he had the game there. You really can't underestimate players, and the structures, bam, right down to 0 for both sides there. So a nice win from Haruspex there. Nice upload from Somnambulist. Interesting game, interesting matchup. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this VOD. I'm Green Zero, and I'll see you all next time.